Last year by 41 points at VFL Park in round 2 and 38 points at the MCG in round 12. Interestingly, they didn't meet at the Junction Oval, the scene of today's match. We pick up the game at the start of the first quarter, and their commentators at the Junction Oval are Peter McKenna and Jack Edwards.
On round 11, on Sevens Big League, we are at the Junction Oval for the start of the game between Fitzroy and Richmond, and Lee got the first tap. The ball on the turf now. Fitzroy chance to come forward through Thornton. He couldn't do much with it. The hand pass was ineffective. It's still in the centre of the ground. It's been picked up, and the ball coming from the boot of Parrish to Quinlan. Now, Peter, this is exactly how Quinlan started last week's game.
Yes, he kicked 3 goals very early. Jack, you were at that match.
I did have that game. This is so far a dead set replica.
What a start if he kicks this one.
Well, what a great start it will be. I don't think he has, though. The umpire's moved a long way across and he's missed it. So what he could have done 2 weeks in a row, he's failed to do.
Well, Jack, you're a full-back. I suppose Richard Murray at the moment would be delighted with that kick for goal by Bernie Quinlan.
Yeah, he's breathing very heavily.
There is Greg Strawn kicking it out from full-back towards the half-back line. Mark Lee up in front. Can't take the mark. In goes Sartori. Parrish. Out towards Conlon. Conlon, the ball doesn't sit for him. Taken away by Morris Rioli. He kicks towards half-forward, or half-back line, that is, for Richmond. It's taken away there by Shan and Neil Peart. In fact, it is dives on top of the ball, tries to get it out. A kick by Clayton is smothered, and the umpire's found a free kick up by Carbines, and it will go Richmond's way, and it'll go to Ian Sartori.
He's going straight down the ground towards centre half forward, where Laurie was up high. Bartlett there for Richmond, can't take it away cleanly. It's forced out across the pack. Thornton doing well in the early stage of the game, going for a short pass, which wasn't good. Quinlan taps it back over to Conlon. He should have kept going straight through. It's been taken away by Palm, who goes out toward the wing position outer side, and he's found a teammate out there and diving on top of the ball. I can't quite pick him up. Yes, it was Rolfe.
Rolfe down towards half-forward. Jimmy Jess is playing at full forward. Here come the Tigers. A left foot by Foley. Down towards the half-forward position. A snap at the goal. That is a very good kick for goals, and that was by Jeffrey Ablett. It's a goal. First blood to the Tigers. First goal of the game, kicked by Jeff Ablett, and Richmond are 1 goal to Fitzroy, 1 behind.
Very good start for Richmond in the first 2 minutes of the game, just a tick over the 2-minute mark. Ablett getting that goal, a good snapshot for goal. A nice piece of work for the defensive Palm on the half-back line for Richmond to get the ball down to Rolfe, who moved into towards centre half forward, and Ablett capped it off with a goal. So Richmond off to a good start. The reserves had a good one over the Fitzroy reserves there, but let's get back to Sevens Big League replay now at the Junction Oval. Richmond and Fitzroy at the Junction Oval, and Lee got the second tap down. It comes out to Wilder. The kick not good. Clayton kicks it back in toward the half-forward zone. Parrish might have the bounce for him. No, it's Rollings kicking the ball off the ground toward the boundary line and toward Fitzroy's forward pocket area. In actual fact, he's kicked the ball the wrong way and has tripped over the boundary line now to be out of bounds. So a boundary throw-in taking place in Fitzroy's forward pocket.
Yes, a fumble there by Barry Rollings, the Richmond captain, but I don't think he'd be too disappointed with that. He'd be quite happy to see that ball go out of bounds. There's Lee getting it down to the ground. Players charge in after it in that back pocket position. The umpire's picked out a free kick, and it will go to the way of Wayne Shand. Shand in the back pocket on that left foot. He kicks towards centre wing. Pack of players are there. That's a good mark over the back, and it will go Fitzroy's way to Peter Francis.
He played very well last week, Francis. Didn't waste the ball at all. We'll bring this one now. He's gone for a short pass. He's found Conlon. Once again, gets value out of his kick. Not that he gained a great deal of territory. He didn't. He only gained about 20 metres. Mickey Conlon could not score from there. He'll be hopeful for Quinlan down in the goal square, I'd imagine. No, he's going to back himself. Here he comes. Takes the bounce. He tries to beat the ball and forced out of bounds. Free kick. He was tackled too high. A little bit of luck forcing the
ball. Well, I think he is very lucky to get that, but now he's off for the ball. He snaps at the goals. It's a high drop punt. It's swinging. This could be a goal. It is a great goal for Michael Conlon. That's a team lifter. He certainly made up for his earlier mistake. So first goal of the game to Fitzroy, 1 goal, 1, and Richmond on 1 goal.
Well, he tried to do that a little bit too much again. He tried to beat the man on the mark, was forced out of bounds, but not before he was tackled too high, and the umpire gave the free kick. By the way, the umpires today are umpires Tony Bryant and Shane Carbines.